This is probably the hardest video I've ever had to make. This morning, the Supreme Court here in Victoria dismissed our constitutional challenge to the government's lockdown laws. I genuinely thought we were going to win. Our legal dream team was outstanding. It was led by Harvard Law star Kathleen Foley and our own Fight the Fines champion Madeline Smith. They were brilliant at trial, especially for those of you who didn't watch it, day 2, where they cross-examined the state's witnesses. It was incredible. We're still actually now waiting on the rights to be able to publish those transcripts before we can show it to you, so that's coming soon. But also our brave plaintiff, a lovely woman from Melbourne named Kerry Cottrell. She's a mum, a grandma, a great-grandma, for goodness sake. She showed so much courage and also a sense of humour. And the government's conduct was so outrageous. If you remember, they arrested and fined Kerry for walking outside by herself with a mask on, simply because she was holding a handmade sign criticising Premier Daniel Andrews. I thought it was a perfect test case to win back our freedoms, but this morning we lost. Not only did we lose the case, but the government is actually asking the court to make Kerry pay their legal fees. Their legal fees, by the way, already paid by the taxpayers, including Kerry. They just want to punish her. This news dashed me. It was truly sad, not only for Kerry, but for all Australians. But I just got off the phone with Kerry and our legal team, and I have a flicker of hope, because we're going to appeal this ruling to either the Court of Appeal or possibly even the High Court if needed. Because this case is just too important. It's about our freedoms. It's about whether or not we are still a liberal democracy, or if this permanent emergency is now the new normal and police authoritarianism is our new dark future. We respectfully disagree with the judge, and so this afternoon, Kerry and I decided if we can crowdfund the cost of an appeal, we're going to do it. We huddled with the legal team and we gave them the go-ahead. Freedom isn't dead yet. I really wish we had just won this morning. I was actually up all night last night, worried and actually excited for today's ruling. I let myself hope a little. And this morning, that was all dashed, and that hurt a lot. But seeing the look of disappointment on Kerry's face, that was probably the hardest part of all. But when we talked about appealing and continuing this fight, she was 100% in. That's why I love it. I believe that this is the most important court case in Australia right now. And I believe we have to appeal to the Court of Appeal and even all the way to the High Court if needed. This really is the case that will decide how free we are as people. Kerry's up for the fight. So am I. So if you're willing and you're able, please help us by covering the enormous legal bills that are mounting by donating what you can at SaveVictoria.com. We'll do the rest. SaveVictoria.com. Give what you can.